We have put together the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
All right, so I'm checking on the Michigan Voter Information Center for William Bradley, born in March of 1902. Our friend is registered to vote, received his application, sent his ballot, and his ballot was received and counted. This man was born in 1902. I wonder how many more of these Joe Biden has.
Calling out Al Schmidt, City Commissioner's office. I just voted twice. Fraud alert. Voter fraud going on in Philadelphia. First of all, I wasn't even registered there. And I voted twice. Voter fraud in Philadelphia. Share the shit out of this.
You're not letting me in? Well, what? No. That's why I told you, call the police. Do it. If you legal, call the cops.
The city guy is in the bathroom. He'll be there. Call that number. Tell him to call somebody.
I have a citywide washer certificate.
All right, I'm going to end this video now because I want to bring it down to the authorities. And I'm asking you one more time, Mr. Daniel Sims, please let these counters come in. Will you let them in?
Can't.
You can't. Why not?
COVID capacity.
What COVID capacity?
What is capacity? That's not true.
Can you at least radio again and ask your boss?
More information.
Who told you not to disclose any
I can't
information?
disclose any more information.
Can you at least radio and ask again if
I
anything
can't
has
disclose any
changed?
more information.
Listen, folks, they say that black lives matter, but black votes don't matter. Because Trump is winning in Detroit.
Yes, he is.
And you guys are thwarting his efforts in Detroit.
They're taking big, cardboard pieces of paper and holding them up so you can't see what's going on inside. It's complete chaos, but most importantly, they don't tell us how many GOP people are in there. They're only going by the register that people sign in this morning. Nobody was told to sign out when you leave. So it's complete
So they won't let any
It's
GOP
complete nonsense.
people in because the GOP people, we're not told to sign out.
Exactly.
That's the scam.
This is not a fair election. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is bullying. This is intimidation. This is steal the election however you can. I'm tired. I hope you are too.
My name is Brian McCaffrey. I'm a registered Democrat in the city of Philadelphia. Today, I'm at the Philadelphia Convention Center, and I am overseeing the ballot counters. I will let you know the corruption that is going on here. They will not allow us within 30 to 100 feet to supervise the ballots being counted. This is a coup against the President of the United States of America, and I want to call out the Mayor of Philadelphia, James Kenney, the Attorney General, Josh Shapiro, who tweeted that there's no way Donald Trump can win President of the United States of America, and also the District Attorney of Philadelphia, Larry Krasner. I can't believe what I'm seeing right before my eyes. This has nothing to do with Joe Biden or Donald Trump. This has to do with our democracy, and I will tell you, there is corruption at the highest level in the city of Philadelphia.
Here, something I want you to see, they're taping up the windows, security's taping up the windows so that people who are challenging cannot see in here, and we can't see out. So it's an interesting development.
If you're not corrupt, you wouldn't have to do this.
What I saw was disturbing, and the process seemed to be specifically so we could not observe, and also so we could not challenge. The only way to challenge something was to call an individual called Seth, who was in the back of the room, who could speak to people. And again, they were very worried about photographs and videos.
President Trump's campaign filed a lawsuit asking to halt vote counting in Michigan. It claims his campaign was denied access to observe the opening of ballots.
Some poll watchers claim the Travis County Clerk's office is locking them out, preventing them from watching the poll workers here counting ballots. State law allows these watchers to see and hear the clerk's office handling and counting these ballots. And that's exactly what Jennifer Fleck says she was trying to do when she was arrested here Monday. Fleck is an Austin attorney now charged with criminal trespassing after she says she called 911 to report election code violations inside the Travis County Clerk's office.
I was personally appointed by the Travis County Republican Party.
So you were there on official business?
If they have nothing to hide, then let us in. Let us do our job. Let us do what we're supposed to do under the code. They say that they want to be transparent, but nothing about that process was transparent.
Challengers and poll watchers, they have to wear a mask and they have to stay 6 feet. That's important because they can come behind your table. But if you don't have 6 feet, they can't come back there. Any questions?
So they're 6 feet back once they have really good vision. They can actually see.
Exactly. Unless they got really good vision or they brought their binoculars.
Ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What are you doing?
This lady is marking the ballots. I filmed her a half hour ago doing 6, and she's still working at it. Let's stamp it, received, and let's fill in our 6 blanks. All at the top of the tickets on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a security guard right there who's watching her. The cops are in on it. Disgusting.
Oh my God. Hi. Hey, so you with the elections? You're the Bureau of Elections, right?
Well, I'm just a volunteer.
We're just wondering what, okay, I understand you're a volunteer and you're just doing your job. What's all these? Are these mail-in ballots or what's these coming in?
What are these?
Uh-huh.
These are my in tape here?
What's that?
Am I in tape as well?
Yeah, because we're wondering why are ballots being handled down here and not up there with the elections. So we're curious about that.
Okay, yeah, the gentleman who's in charge of this, I think, should be right back down.
What's his name?
Gosh, what is his name? Do you know his name? Are you volunteer or employee?
I'm a poll watcher. Okay.
Well,
I'm a poll.
supervisor will be back here.
So what's his name?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just volunteers.
And you're a volunteer? What kind of volunteer are you? With the elections?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just curious. Just curious.
Yeah. Oh, Trump. You gotta do what you gotta do. Fuck Trump. I've got around 80.
President Donald Trump, and not the only one we found in the trash.
It has nothing to do with political. I want a fair election.
Charles West didn't feel like things were fair when he says he found Utah voter ballots in a dumpster Thursday morning.
I dumped a can today, and I'm finding ballots in the garbage can. Pardon my French, just mad.
To get that 50% plus one threshold that Georgia requires in order to win the election outright. We also knew that Democrats had coalesced around Raphael Warnock, but we did not know what the second candidate would be because the Republican candidates were divided. In fact, there was a bitter fight going on between Kelly Loeffler and Doug Collins.
I'm not big into sharing my politic views on this app, but I am big into doing things fair. But can you explain to me why the deputy clerk of Nutley, New Jersey, let's call her Karen, instead of bringing these boxes sealed to the Board of Elections in Newark, New Jersey, brought them back to the municipal building and opened them up and started going through them? This is not what should have happened. These boxes should have been sealed and brought directly to the Board of Elections in Newark, New Jersey. Please share this to show that there is something wrong here.
Wow, what a mess. Be mad if they left my trailer looking like that. All shredded paper. This looks like a bunch of recyclables, right? Right. No, it's a Pennsylvania application for mail-in ballot. And they do have people's addresses on the back of them that were never mailed out. I mean, how many are in here? Thousands? There's another trailer out here. All the way back there, same product right there. We're out here in Seymour, Indiana. at R.R. Donnelly, some massive paper printing.
It blew like ice chest. They're there doing 5 to 6 hour shifts, and yeah, I mean they were taking those items in with them into the clear glass windowed room that's to the back, and that's the area I couldn't cross into.
And then it was at about 4 a.m. that 3 vehicles arrived, a van, a Chrysler 300, and a Ferrari with 130,000 plus ballots. He said he was astonished as they started counting the ballots. He was astonished that every single ballot, like literally 100% of that 130,000 ballots were all Biden ballots that hadn't been delivered to the precinct before the cutoff time for this precinct. We literally have people that watched it happen.
Okay. I'm here because of the 38,000 ballots that arrived here at 3:45 a.m. They're just now sitting over there and getting counted, supposedly. Okay. And that's why I arrived. Okay. To an eye-opening of hypocrisy, let me tell you. Okay. How can you have supposed to be one Republican, one Democratic at a table, right? And when we go up to ask, we're told you're not supposed to ask. Okay. And it's 4 Democrats to 1 Republican at a table.
Exactly. And now there's been some controversy because we've heard about some mysterious box that showed up at 3 in the morning with 38-some thousand votes in it.
Went to bed, Trump was leading, and then we wake up and there's a spike right here. And I'm talking about a vertical spike. It wasn't like, hey, we got mail-ins coming, gradually climbing like you have Trump here. No, straight dump. Like I'm talking about voter fraud to the max. When you have a graph that jumps like that, it's voter fraud. It's happening. It's clear. This is not just, ooh, the Republicans don't want to lose. It's literally right here. And it didn't only happen in Michigan. What's the other pivotal state right now? Yep, you guessed it. Wisconsin had the exact same thing happen at the exact same time. So you're telling me both these states just so happened to have an influx in votes in a matter of seconds to skyrocket immediately at the same time. Share this because this is Democrat bullshit.
Are you guys collecting ballots?
Yeah.
I thought they collected them all. I just want to document.
No, we're still collecting.
How much? Wait, but how come they already called the state?
Because these are mail-in ballots. It's different.
Are there a ton in there?
Yeah.
Right here, day after the election, they are still picking up ballots. So how could they have counted them? Today is November the 4th. We've already called California, but here they are still picking up ballots.
Are you guys collecting ballots? Yes, we're collecting ballots. Okay, this is an official thing to do, yeah? Is this something legal? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Is this something legal to be doing today? Hey, this is what it is. No, but is it legal though? It's not. Go ahead, call it. I don't have to call anybody. You're right in front of the police station.
You're picking up ballots? Why are you picking them up today?
No, they're doing double checking.
You're double checking them? Yeah? Yeah, I see that. But the election was on Tuesday. So why are you picking up ballots today? We're just, citizens recording the legitimacy of this. Yeah.
I mean, you just have us picking it up.
So for counting or just your,
This is a precautionary.
Now am examining this ballot that was received by a Queens Village resident, and with all of the Democrat candidates pre-filled in on the ballot. I know a lot of people wanted to know, how did it get pre-filled in? Was it done by pen? Was it done by hand? As I put my hand over every one of the pre-filled in Democrats here on the ballot, I can see it was definitely not done by hand. It looks like it was done maybe by a stamper or a machine. Maybe it was run through a machine. This looks like it was really just run through by a machine, absolutely. As you can see, these, again, I have this in my hand now. This is not just a picture for me. You can see this is no human being could be that perfect with the filling in all the blanks. And again, you see it's pre-filled out for Joe Biden for president. I'll just show you some of the other races, not all of them. Gregory Meeks, who's been in the U.S. House of Representatives, I think since he won election in 1998. That's another one. You've got John Liu in the state Senate race here in New York. And it goes on and on down the line. This is a 2-page absentee ballot. Now, this is the envelope that it came in. Also, incredibly official looking. It says it's official absentee ballot envelope. And it is in several different languages. And it has a barcode, as you can see, the voter ID number. And this was all received pre-filled out with all the Democrats in there. And we can only wonder why that happened.
What's up, folks? It's Jerome. I just voted in Albany. I'm pissed. Pissed, bro. My polling location was closed. They had me go somewhere else. They pulled me out of the line to skip ahead of people. Do you know why? They pulled me out of the line to skip ahead of people. I walked past people in the building waiting in line to vote. And they're like, you can vote right here. They let me vote ahead of all these people. I asked 3 times, what's this extra separate line for people voting? Why'd I get pulled aside to the special line? What's that about? Oh, we just thought you were special.
So I'm going to start up by saying I never wanted to post anything political on TikTok, but I am a victim of voter fraud here in Michigan. I got sent 7 absentee ballots with never applying for one. One of them was sent to me in my maiden name, and I went to vote in person on November 3rd. And after giving them my ID card, I ended up having to fill out an affidavit because I was questioned if I had voted already, and I haven't. Come to find out that somebody did vote in my name. That means there has been more than 7, I don't know how many, sent out. And yeah, so voter fraud is real. Michigan is a crapshoot, and the polls are rigged. So I don't care who you voted for. I don't care if it was Trump. I don't care if it was Biden. I don't care. Voter fraud's real, and this election is rigged.
Take a look at all of these states that we've won tonight, and then you take a look at the kind of margins that we've won them by. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list, okay?
2 hours later.
I know this city has a sad history of voter fraud. After all, Joe Frazier is still voting here. Kind of hard since he died 5 years ago, but Joe continues to vote. If I recall correctly, Joe was a Republican, so maybe I shouldn't complain. But we should go see if Joe is voting Republican or Democrat now from the grave. Also, Will Smith's father has voted here twice since he died. I don't know how he votes because his vote is secret.
New tonight, a Limestone County social worker is being charged with election fraud. Attorney General Ken Paxton says Kelly Reagan Brunner, a social worker in the Mejia State Living Center, will face 134 felony counts for attempting to sign up residents with developmental disabilities to vote without their permission, signatures, or consent. They allege she submitted nearly 70 voter applications. If convicted, Brunner faces up to 10 years in prison.
If all this wasn't enough, in Antrim County, ballots were counted for Democrats that were meant for Republicans, causing a 6,000 vote swing against our candidates. The county clerk came forward and said tabulating software glitched and caused a miscalculation of the votes. Since then, we have now discovered that 47 counties use this same software in the same capacity. Antrim County had to hand count all of the ballots, and these counties that use this software need to closely examine their results for similar discrepancies. The people of Michigan deserve a transparent and open process.
These Republicans want to help Biden too?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm getting paid to do. My people are undercover because some of them are Republicans, some of them are Democrats. So some of my Republicans are precinct chairs that cannot be known because they could get kicked out, but they want to help the Biden.
For the entire team that I'm looking at $55,000.
So $55,000 for 5,000 votes, confident, eager Biden.
That's right.
Cash.
Cash. So I have a state rep. I have a senator right now. I'm talking in my pocket. State rep, senator, commissioner, judges. I respect you. You're going to owe me. Okay? Just remember what I'm doing for you.
She's okay with that.
Yeah, who is it?
Got Pete in the pocket.
Like model right now. So he was paying me $5,000 a month, and now he's paying me $8,000 a month.
So you have to pay you $700 cash just to take care of that.
You take care of it. Everybody else would have paid me $3,000. She didn't have it. She just got screwed.
Right. Instead of $3,000, you got $700.
So what does she owe me? Favors. What does she do? Produce.
So it's not bad to have a chief judge?
I've got 3 Democrats, 3 Republicans. You're talking between $5 to $8 per vote. I'm just letting you know, so you have an idea. And I'm going to bring $3,500 to the plate.
Okay.
Countywide. So I know what I'm bringing to the plate countywide. So that's like $28,000.
For those 3 judges that I'm talking about, and that's Renee Yanta, Nicole Garza, right? They're paying me $3,500, to make sure that their name is on the ballot.
So roughly for the city council race for 21, we're looking...
He's going to get 5 and I'm going to get 7, so 56, hold on. Plus, that's 14. And that's 10. That's like 71,000.
71,000. And how do you want it?
Cash.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider, because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward.